This is Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity, present your bodies a living sacrifice. We are ready to live. Salute you. So this is just a little story I wanted to go into. Says U.S. citizens warned do not touch Frankenstein rabbits growing black tentacles as they flood parks. All right, this is some horrific looking shit, you know. And I personally believe this is just something that Esau made. All right, let me get another scripture. Right, this is Isaiah 32:7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Right, and the devices of the churl are evil, man. And this guy is a churlish man. All right, let me look up the word churl. Right, and the word for churl, I believe that's kala, and it's knave, scoundrel, niggardly, right? As the scripture says, riches are not comely for a niggard. All right, so yeah, churl is a scoundrel. All right, let's see. Yeah, scoundrel. Right, and what the scripture says. Matter of fact, I might as well just read it here. Hold on, go into it. All right. All right. Yeah, I'll just read up. I'll read up actually. Yeah, this is Isaiah 32:5. The vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. So yeah, this guy's, he's churlish, man. He's a scoundrel, man. He's a niggard. All right. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. Right, so he's churl, and his instruments and everything he touches, he uses in a churlish manner, man. You pretty much everything he does, everything he touches, he weaponizes. All right, and shit like this. Hold on. This is I believe he made this shit in a lab, man. You also had hold on, let me pull it up. Zombie deer. All right, you had a zombie. Yeah, you had this disease, this zombie deer disease. Basically, you had these growths that grow on these deers, man. And they're all messed up and disheveled. You know, I personally believe he puts this stuff out because, you have people that hunt deer and hunt rabbit, and certain people that like to live off the land. This is the type of shit they eat. So I personally believe that's why he's done that. You know, but yeah, chemical warfare. You know, This devil, matter of fact, let me right, this is a book that Elder Malcolm put me on years ago, called Guns, Germs, and Steel. And these are the weapons that Esau used, uh, to get where he's at. As the scripture says, by the sword shall thou live, man. All right, so germs, guns, steel, you know, he uses all these things as his weapons, man. He gave the northern kingdom, Gad and Reuben, smallpox. A lot of these diseases, like, and it's not medical information. A lot of these diseases, I'm not gonna name them, but they were created in a lab, man. That HIV, I'm just gonna say HIV. Yeah, that was created in a lab, man, and it's patented. And I believe that guy Anthony Fauci had something to do with it, man. But this is who's in power, man. Because, matter of fact, what the scripture says? This is Revelation 6:3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, right? And that red, it goes into the color Esau Edom, man. It's where you get the word crimson. Crimson is pretty much red. It's where you get the word criminal. So the Lord has marked this devil, showing that he's the criminal of the earth, man. All right. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So Esau Edom was given a great sword, man. All right, and he basically weaponized, because the sword is basically destroying instrument. So he basically uses everything to destroy, man. Anything he can touch, he basically weaponizes it, man. That's why he has to be taken out of the earth, man. So the earth could be at peace, man. The earth is languishing, man. You got animals dying off, man. Certain animals that are like extinct that you can't find on the earth anymore, because of this guy, you know. And what the scripture says, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy. This devil's entire MO, he's the son of perdition. He's made to destroy until he ultimately is destroyed. And he's pretty much at war with creation. Like, nothing's going to be able to have peace. That's why the scripture says how the Son of Man will come with healing in his wings, man. Or it says the physician cutteth off a long disease, man. You got, entire species of animals that have died off, man. Can't be found anymore, man. Because this dude is let's see, creatures. This dude is misusing. He's misusing creation. Not only misusing it, but he's pretty much at war with creation, man. And that's why the scripture says that the Lord's gonna destroy him that destroyed the earth, man. It says in the book of Job that heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him, man. So this guy's at war with creation itself, man. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 4. I started at 1. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as a smoke and a little spark in the moving of our hearts. And this is just a YOLO mentality, right? You only live once, just, live it up, right? Which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirits shall vanish as the soft air, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as a trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as the mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is a very shadow that passes away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Right, yeah, so a YOLO mentality, which is Esau's mentality, right? You know, hungry, why wait? Just basically enjoy everything while you can, right? Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth, right? Use the creation as in youth, man. All right, because a child, somebody that's a youth, somebody that's a child, they don't have any discretion. They don't have any prudence. They don't have any foresight. Just pretty much everything is an experiment, and that's how Esau Edom treats this earth. All right, let us use the creatures as in youth, right? Because and that's why the scripture says, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them, because who's ruling over us is a child. The scripture says, woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, man. All right, and that's who's running things right now, a child, man. And the earth is languishing because of it, man. But the Lord's getting ready to cut off that long disease, man, and the whole earth is going to rejoice. But pursuing the Isaiah the 14th chapter, man, the whole earth is gonna rejoice at your fall, man, because the earth is gonna be at peace, and it's gonna be able to heal, man. Once this devil's brought down, But yeah, it's a little lesson I wanted to do. Hope it was edifying, and shalom.